this week may have spelled the end of Imran Khan's political career, but knowing Pakistan, never say never. You've had people being sentenced to prison and then coming back and becoming Prime Minister all over again. So anything is possible. But as of now, it looks as if Imran Khan's political career could be over. The former Prime Minister of Pakistan received 2 sentences, one imprisoning him for a decade and a second sentence awarding him 14 years in prison. Now, what are these cases that Imran Khan has been punished for? What do these sentences mean for the cricketer turned politician? And what about Pakistan? What happens when the candidate leading the opinion polls is barred from running for office because he's been sent to jail, and he is already in jail? Now, let's answer all of those questions for you one by one, starting with a recap of the week. On Tuesday, Imran Khan was sentenced to 10 years in prison. What for? Well, Khan essentially in this case was convicted for leaking classified state documents during his time as Pakistan's Prime Minister. And this was between 2018 and 2022. The sentence was handed to him in jail. Remember, Imran Khan's already in prison. He was arrested in August. He's currently in Rawalpindi's Adiala jail and he's serving a 3-year jail term for corruption. Now, Khan was not the only one who received a sentence in the classified file case. A 10-year prison time was also handed on Shah Mahmood Qureshi. He served as Pakistan's foreign minister under Khan. Qureshi is also the vice president of Imran Khan's political party, the PTI, or the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. Now remember, all of this is happening in the lead-up to Pakistan's parliamentary election. And if you think that it's a pure coincidence, well, you might need to rethink your naivete just a little bit. Remember, the country is expected to go to the polls on the 8th of February, just a few days away. And just short of that, all of these jail sentences are being handed to Imran Khan. And remember, who are the opinion polls favouring? The opinion polls are favouring Imran Khan. He has a clear lead over the other potential prime ministerial faces, be it 3-time former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, his brother, and former Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, or the Bhutto scion, Bilawal Bhutto Zardari. If Khan was to contest, it may have essentially become Khan versus Sharif. If you're looking at approval ratings, Imran Khan has a positive approval rating, 57%. Nawaz Sharif is 52% approval rating. There's no doubt that Khan could be Pakistan's most popular leader in a free and fair election, but frankly, returning to office right now is a distant dream for the former skipper, both of the Pakistani cricket team and of Pakistan, because he is not contesting the polls. Rather, he is not being allowed to. In December, Pakistan's election body rejected Khan's nomination papers. The Election Commission of Pakistan barred Khan from politics for 5 years. That was following his conviction in those corruption cases. This week, that ban was extended. A court in Pakistan barred Imran Khan from holding public office for 10 years. And that brings us to the second sentencing. On Wednesday, Imran Khan was handed 14 fresh years in prison. The same sentence was also handed to Khan's wife, Bushra Bibi. The two got married in 2018. That was months before Khan was elected as Pakistan's Prime Minister. The couple is now convicted of illegally profiting from state gifts. These are state gifts that Khan and his wife received while in office. This includes a jewelry set gifted by the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman, and that's what the second sentencing is essentially about. He's also been banned from holding public office for 10 years. Now, neither Imran Khan nor Bushra Bibi were in the courtroom when the sentences were handed down. Their legal team too was not present. This is Khan's lawyer, Shoaib Shaheen, describing what happened.
Our leader, Mr. Imran Khan, has been convicted, which is on the face of it illegal. It is violation of the human rights. A person, a prosecutor, has been appointed as a counsel and advocate on behalf of Mr. Imran Khan. No opportunity to defend himself was given. In jail, outside of the jail premises, our advocates were standing and they were waiting that we should be heard, we should be given an opportunity of hearing. No opportunity was given. It was in jail when a conviction was announced. and the judge was also in confinement practically. So it is under the pressure, and I think we condemn it.
Now, look, if you're thinking there's a political motive behind those sentencings, well, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to try and figure that out. Just look at that extent. 14 years in a corruption case. That's the sort of a sentence that's often handed down for murder in this part of the world, but 14 years there in that particular corruption case. Now, the key question, of course, is what will Imran Khan do next? His lawyers say that Khan will appeal to Pakistan's High Court. And the other big question that I guess he's going to have to address is whether the two sentences run concurrently. Ideally, they're supposed to. That means 14 years includes the 10 years within it. But hey, this is a political matter. Who knows? What if they say it's 10 years followed by 14 years, which means 24 years in prison for Imran Khan? Now, what's going to actually happen out here, we don't really know, and I suspect neither does Imran Khan. Now, the next big question is, what do the two sentences mean for the PTI? Now, one is obvious, the leader does not get to contest those polls. But number two, there is a decent chance or a good chance that these sentences could galvanize Khan supporters, fan their anger over the sentencing, and that anger could perhaps mean more votes for the PTI. Following Tuesday's sentencing, Imran Khan put out this statement on X. He said, and I quote, "Take revenge for every injustice with your vote on February 8, while remaining peaceful." But there is another possibility. With Khan in no position to return to office and with the party's Vice President Shah Mahmood Qureshi behind bars as well, there are chances that some voters may see no point in voting for the PTI because the fact on the ground is many of their leaders have already defected. They've quit. They're seeing Khan in so much trouble and they're leaving. Some of them are standing as independents. PTI is complaining about a crackdown.
We are not being given an opportunity to have a campaign, which is our fundamental right. I have approached the Election Commission of Pakistan, but no action has been taken. And you see here, there was a worker convention. You see the police. We are not allowed to enter in the premises. So it is on the face of it, illegal, unlawful, violation of the fundamental rights, violation of the basic democratic norms, violation of the constitution, violation of the code of conduct. So we condemned all these actions taken by the administration, by the police, as well as by the Election Commission of Pakistan.
Now, of course, the big question also that many would be asking is what does that mean, not just for the elections, but also for the concept of Pakistani democracy? Its credibility has been rather low from the very beginning. Its credibility now has come under an even bigger question. Long story short, as Pakistan heads to the polls, Imran Khan's political career may have essentially been finished, but there are many who will say that this is what happens when you go after the army in Pakistan. They do not spare you. Imran Khan, of course, did not just stop by going after the army. He also went after the United States, accusing Washington of plotting to oust him. So is Imran Khan being punished for taking on the establishment? Well, it's hard to look at the story in any other light. That's frankly the way it's coming across. You take on the establishment in Pakistan, which essentially means the army, and there's some who would say add the Americans to that, but that link is less clear than it once used to be. But you take on the army, this is what happens to you. Not necessarily the best of news for Pakistani democracy, which, as I was saying, was never particularly strong to start with.